if you look at reports from rating agencies, they have clearly talked about the likely default by government of its debts could impact badly on the banking sector, pointing out some banks, and when we look at your books, because you are highly exposed to government, and so, I mean, some have said that the ramifications will be huge on banks, and we have even done stories on some banks that had clearly talked about their likely insolvency if government should default. How are you dealing with such situation? I mean, because of that exposure and the current situation we find ourselves.
Yeah, because I've been around, I understand the market very well. And if you look at our financial position, and because we are international bank with a triple B plus rated, and then a total asset of 16 billion. I think, and we are in 15 countries and territories. So these challenges is very much we are aware of them. So what we as a bank, we have a limit as to how we expose ourselves for these government bonds and then T-bills. So there is a limit that we think that even if the government decides that I'm not going to pay, we think that we are still strong as an institution because we have a limit as to how we expose ourselves.
So you're going to fall on Trinidad to come save the situation?
No.
You will not need them?
We don't
you are
need
so
them.
strong enough?
No, we don't need them.
Liquid-wise?
Liquid. That's why we put a limit, that we cannot exceed this limit. Unlike other banks, if you look at their financial position, they put more than 70 to 80% of their assets into government securities. Republic Bank, we are not like that. If you look at, we have more loans than investment.
Okay.
And what we need to ensure is that these loans are performing. And with this non-performing loan, as I said, because we know we are moving up, I make sure that I have a very strong credit risk system to make sure that this non-performing loan is reduced and we give quality credit. So we are not going to take more of these government securities, and then when something happens, we will not be. But I'm not sure we'll get there, in the sense that with this discussion going on with the IMF, I am confident that the investor confidence will come back. And when that is restored, everything, it will take time. But I believe that there will be some level of stability. And
I see. What are your thoughts on your bank's performance, share performance on the stock exchange?
Republic Bank is, if you look at our shareholding structure, is more of institution than individual. We have very few shares in the hands of individuals. Two largest shareholders is over about 80-something%. Just Republic Bank and then Senate.
I see.
Yeah.
I see. And what's the drive to, I asked you this question earlier, but I'm just bringing the question back again because I'm sure that shareholders will really want to hear from you how you intend to keep them satisfied.
Yeah, so if you see what we are doing now, with the structure that I try, the greatest asset you have as a chief executive is the human resources. It is the health of the organization. So if you have the right type of personnel, as I said, the job is done.